Alrighty, so welcome back, or welcome to another back day video. Today is day 142 of the road to IFBB Pro, eventually the Olympia, yada yada yada. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, gonna be hopefully a pretty big, heavy back day. Mostly, today's primary, last time we did back, I just start speaking two different sentences at the same time all the time. So, one second. Welcome back. Welcome to Road to Pro. Like, share, subscribe, blah, 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 all that stuff. Anyways, last back day was a really heavy row focused day. So today I want it to be pretty intensive lat pull down day. Warming up, kicking things off with some straight arm lat pullovers. And if you're new to the channel, I'm gonna tell you that these lat pullovers are probably the best back exercise that you could do, like, ever. And to save the people who do consecutively watch my videos the pain of me having to explain why they're so important in as few as words as possible, it only move back, no arm included, big back stuff. So I think this, just to kind of warm things up, get the nice stretch, get the lats open. And then I'm thinking T-bar rows, because I don't do T-bar rows a lot. So then I want to get all the rowing and stuff out of the way. We'll do like a high grip, high straight grip rear delt row, and then we'll kip down, do some more like lat rowing, and we'll probably swap for about 3 sets apiece. And then probably 3 sets of 3 varying lat pull down grips. So maybe even squeeze in one last rear delt. We'll see how it goes. But for now, a slightly wider lat pull down or lat pullover grip. 180 pounds right here. Get the music going. How rude of me. Cash money. So I guess we'll talk about cues for those, because I saw a dude who was like, when I do lat pullovers, I just feel it in my arms. And so I guess my setup procedure is you kind of have to find out whether you're a wide grip guy or a narrow grip fella. I think narrow grip is probably going to be more or less the average consensus for these. And I think about the Arsenal lat pullover machine. And so when I close my eyes, that machine is like a normal seat. And so when you get in, you usually gotta like throw one arm in, then get the other arm in. But you see, like, your elbows are flared out. They're not straight. We're not pulling straight down. I'm like, there is some lat activation there, but it's not enough. So let's flare the elbows out. And I kind of like this false grip, I think is what it's called, rather than like a traditional like grabby grip. Keeps your wrists nice and straight and real strong. Doesn't even, you're not like really holding it. But I always think about driving my slightly flared out elbows, and usually you're in a seat, so you want that nice 90 degree, and right, big stretch, come in and bring those elbows like up and back. You almost want to end up in like a low row position for them. So I don't know, again, practice makes perfect too. I used to do these with like these loops that we had, or I guess a rope. Used to do them with a rope. Not a big fan of them now, but yeah, I think let's do one more set and then go slap around some T-bar rows before they get taken. Right about there. All right, nice big stretch, slight bend, false grip, and Yeah, that's fine there. I'm hoping that generally this is in frame. I struggle with how high up to put the camera a lot of the time, because then it's just like the bottom half of my big ol' schnoz yapping about nothing on the camera, and just like some plates laying around or whatever. But did one set of just like a normal lat grip row, whatever, and now I'm gonna try a delt one. It was extremely heavy for me. I know for a lot of people this ain't squat, but I don't do these very often, so I gotta stop saying that's like my biggest thing lately. Rear delt row, back to lat row, back to rear delt, back to lat. Get a couple of sets on cam, and then I'm gonna probably pause cut and get some clips for the TikTok. So we are setting up the grip. Okay. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay. 10 is the goal. Or more. Maybe even 12. I think my rear delts are like unusually strong compared to like their size relative to my lats. So anyways, I guess let's just find out. It was good. I'm satisfied with those, and I felt like your dad's manual transmission in his 1997 Ford Ranger, grinding in third. At like, I think it was like the 7th rep. Oh, thanks, bro. Like that 7th rep when I went. I don't know if any of you guys have tried to put a manual transmission in gear when it's idling, but it sounds just like that. It's not good, don't try it. Wowzers. Speaking of manual transmissions, how many of you guys can drive manuals? Leave a comment. Okie dokie. I can drive a manual transmission. I have a really cool manual transmission that I need to work on, unfortunately, though. Dang old cars. Anybody who ever works on cars for fun. Now, I do have to say that in quotes because no part of it is fun, actually. Driving, it's fun, but usually things break when you drive it, so that's not so fun. All right, anyways, let's do this. Oh, here's something fun. I'm gonna go see Iron Lung tomorrow, the Markiplier horror movie. I don't really know what it's about. Haven't watched the trailer, just blindly supporting somebody I like. When he did the whole Unus Honest thing with Crank Gameplays, that was my jam. So let's see, it was November of 2019 when they started. November 13th, I think. 13 or 14 when they started that. And I watched it pretty much. I watched every episode before it was gone. Okay, let's do a set. I'm feeling good today. I just don't have a lot to talk about, and I feel weird. So I'm probably gonna pause cut it after this. You guys can get the gist of what I'm doing here. Do your
Actually, okay, 1 second. There's something to talk about. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to lighten that up. Not for the delt set, but for the next lat set. You guys know how many sets to reps is best for you. So you should stick to that. If you haven't figured it out, I would recommend 3 sets of 8 to 12. Try to fail out at 10, right? Let's meet in the middle. Pretty much on every set. And once you start, like if you're doing 10, right, and you do 2 sets of 10, and then you go for your 3rd set of 10, and you get like 7 or 8, you're pretty much cooked. So I got 1, maybe 2 more sets, 1 delt, one lat. Oh, and then heavy pull downs. So should be good there. I'm gonna try to pull some Instagram reel footage real fast because I don't have to talk for those. Lat pull downs first, and then we'll talk. Ooh, doggy. So I think I'm gonna title this video, Why I Train Back Till Failure Like This. That seems pretty straightforward, pretty clickable. You can walk in front of it, it's okay.
Third time I almost did.
I noticed you the first time and you walked around. I was like, thanks homie. So I appreciate you guys. So yeah, real homies right there. So that was my 2nd set of the mag grip lat pull downs. Really trying to target like this upper part of the lat with these. And some of you are probably a little bit confused about why I had straps on and then now I don't have straps on when we're doing the exercise that you usually strap up for. And my response to that is when I was doing the rows, I mean, my forearms were absolutely freaking cranked loaded. There's no doubt about that. So I put those on, honestly kind of to save my forearms for these, but you can't strap up on the mag grip. And that's why we're starting with these, because while my grip is still as fresh as it's going to be, you know, no matter what point throughout the exercise, you're always gonna be as fresh as you are right there in that moment. So we're gonna do the mag grip, and then we're gonna go to the straight bar, re-strap up, because I don't even wanna think about using my arms. It is a big lat focused day. Arms is tomorrow, don't even wanna think about it. Well, I guess on that note, I did watch this one guy, his name's David Double D, I think, I've mentioned it before. Really big IFBB pro guy. And I mean big as in media presence and big as in physically very big. But he posted a thing on Instagram today. It was like full IFBB pro back day, and he's German, so everything's in German, so I didn't understand anyways. But it's like all these back exercises, and then all of a sudden he does one preacher curl at the end, and it just says for full lat development. I was like, what? But I don't know. I just thought that was weird. Thought you guys might enjoy that. And before I get nailed to a cross about strapping up before my grip fails, there's a reason for it. So I did 1 set at 210, got like 8 reps, dropped it to 190, got 10 reps as you just saw. So hopefully we fail out around 8 or 9 on this one, 10 if we can, and we're just gonna move on because there's still 6 more sets of lat pull down, which I'm kind of seeing how this back day is mirroring last back day with Actually, I didn't even do any lat pull downs last back day, but catching my breath a little bit still. I did three sets of 3 rowing exercises back to back to back. Now we're doing 3 lat pull down exercises back to back to back. Funny enough. So, one more of these. We'll pause, cut, change angles, and then go from there. 190 yet again. Yeah. Whew, a little tingly in the forearm there. All right. 1 set of straight bar lat pull downs consumed. I got a piece of gum from my Pookie over here. You're probably thinking, oh, my wife. Nah, it's my real lover, my nephew. What livery of Porsche is that called on that Porsche Lego I got you? The Rexy? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Rexy, livery, Lego, Porsche. So tough. So tough.
I'm excited to build.
I'm gonna build one of the, not Huayra, Jesko. Jesko. My apologies. Okay. I guess we're gonna go a traditional neutral grip on these. I know you can't see me right now, but that's fine. Putting my middle finger on the bend. It's a little tricky with the straps in hand. Actually, screw it. Pointer finger on the bend. Can confirm that that's where both of them are right now. Okay. Okay. Whew. Well, that was 2 of 3. And I think I need to grab a clip for Instagram. So, cut here, and then we'll talk on the last set. All right. Let's see, I've made a bread and butter reference. I've made a creme brulee reference. This is the, what's a good cooking thing? This is the, I did a Grill Marks reference already. This is the marshmallows on the sweet potatoes, on the candied yams. This is the marshmallows on the candied yams. It's probably my favorite back finisher because you hit just about everything. You start kind of with your elbows flared out, pulling in, really hitting like upper trap, upper delt, and then you can kind of move your grip into like a more, almost like a seated row, but you're up here, and that gets like a huge lat stretch when you're fully extended. And then you can flip it around, get a little bit of buys, and some real nice lower back. So, yeah, this is just the sweet stuff, really. So, I want to hit these nice and hard. Drop the weight a little bit. This is my second set of these two. I think, yeah, Landon was over here, and we got reminiscent about when he was fat and I was skinny. So, you know, the good old days. So, let's do this. Oh. Silhouette by Pastel Ghost in the headphones. Okay. None of the reverse. And that's okay. Dude, I look so small on the camera. That's awesome. Whew. God. That was awful. My apologies. Yeah, we're gonna do one more of those. I think some rear delt flies. Call it. I'm still, my hamstrings specifically are violently sore from leg day 2 days ago now. And so, again, I'm trying to go till failure. I'm going as hard as I can, but calorie deficit means I am not gaining. So sometimes you kind of have to adapt and adjust on the fly and say, hey, we really need to prioritize recovery. Like, I think my body's been doing this long enough to where I can lose fat and build muscle, but the scale hasn't really been moving. So I'm trying not to overdo it is what it boils down to. I'm still trying to do it just the right amount though, not too much. So, because, right, the rule of thumb from Jay Cutler and Lee Priest was both, you can't overtrain the body if you're eating enough, sleeping enough, and taking the proper enhancements. I am not taking any enhancements, and my food is proper, but it's down. So I gotta focus on not trying to grow too much. I think I'm gonna move this down just a little bit. All right. Hopefully that tilt made all the difference. Still, let's see, less than, we got about two whole weeks to till my birthday, so we'll see. I'm taking birthday refeed, and still birthday refeed, and hopefully I'm gonna try to get like a new lens. I think one second, let me just do the set. Let's focus on the set. No music, don't need it. Back's roasted, guys. Flies. All right, would you look at that? Real nice, dark and shitty light. So, rear delt flies. Now, I've done one set at 145, and that was pretty good. I think we're gonna do one more of those, and then I'm gonna try to do some single arms on here, because I've never done them before. So we're gonna figure them out together and see what all the fuss is about. I don't think there really is a fuss going on about single arm rear delt flies, but you know, just the idea of like getting a super sick stretch like all the way across and not worry about kinking anything seems pretty good. So let's do another one, exhaust them out just a little bit together, probably cut the weight just a little bit less than half. So what, 145 divided by 2, 100 is 50, 40 is 20, so it'd be like 122.5 pounds. Whoa, how did I do that? That's only minus 20 pounds. So it'd be like 70, 50, 60, 70, it'd be 75 pounds. Don't get at me for not being able to count. But we'll be 72 and a half pounds. So, yeah, we'll try 75. Ooh. Okay. I find I get a lot more stability in bracing when I squeeze the frick out of the seat with my legs. So, I don't know, could be a pro tip, might not work for you. That's where we want to be. All right. 75. I think we'll sit a little kooky. Maybe even open this up 1 or 2. Whew. Let me try this on. Oh, we can. Okay. Again, never done these, so don't blame me. Dude, weirdly enough, I think I feel that more like in my front delt. So let's try it with our slightly better arm. Now, I'm not gonna give up on him yet. I think I need to drop this seat. Yeah, not quite feeling that where I really want it. We've done like, yeah, we'll try low seat and see how that goes. So, I don't know, been jiving with a whole bunch of isolation stuff lately. From the consensus I can see, not reading a whole lot of studies, but looking at dudes who are substantially bigger, they kind of think that like single arm or single leg movements, even like a single arm lat pull down, just like an isolated movement. No, it doesn't count as an isometric. Isometric sort of movement kind of thickens things up. And so I've always had like a very wide look, like the lats stick out. But when I turn sideways, I feel like a freaking piece of paper, except for my chest. My chest has been kind of freaky, so has my shoulders. But other than that, I've been like pretty flat, honestly. And so all I've been trying to integrate more single arm movements, single shoulder movements and stuff. I'd never do like a single arm dumbbell press. That just seems like ludicrous. But just trying to thicken things up a bit, you know? Who doesn't want a big, thick, meaty, juicy back? Now, this has been a really good back day, but I'm more excited to hit the next back day because I want to hit some freaking heavy bent over rows. I think some heavier hinging stuff is on the way. Not really, I'm really trying to find my footing with these last few pounds so that when I can start bulking, we're just gonna go absolute crazy style. So, okay. I want to be rotated out more, it's the thing. No, you know what, I'm not playing around with it. Like I said, I'm not giving up on him yet. Yeah, I am. I know what I like. We'll save him for the cable another day. Good. Alrighty, boys. Let's go pull our shirt off. Okay, so, whoa, Nelly. The lights are off in here. We're gonna try this spot again. See how it looks. Oh yeah. Sorry, well for me, the crack in the mirror is right where I'm looking at. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't there for you guys as well. So let's stop the watch. All right. We are at 1,900 calories for the day. Whoa. Let's pin that up right there. All right, let's see how this looks. Might have to turn the light on for the TikTok clips. But, whoo, doggy. Looking like Captain America. Actually, let's put you on this side. Oh, now I'm in the crack. Let's
Let's just take a gander over here. I think, I don't know where the light switch is actually at in this room. Bummer. All right, let's get down to it. All right, there we are. Let's see. There we go. Whew. As you can see, the tanning lotion is doing its thing. Ooh. Yeah, this is pretty gross. All right. Again, I can't see it, so you'll have to let me know how it looks. Oh yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, baby. Cool. Well, I don't want to lose this pump. So I think I'm gonna grab a couple of Instagram clips before the rest of the blood runs out of my back. Oh, let's try the Arnold. Okay, wait, let's see. It's arm straight. Better. I forgot what to do with the hips. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's bend in the front. Hopefully that looks sick. Either way, stay tough, hit your macros. I will see you somewhere. Like, subscribe, share. Brutal back day. Hope you give it a try. I think this side is recommended video and this side subscribe. So please subscribe and share if you're gonna do anything. Thank you.